Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we're going to be doing some account reviews. It's been quite a bit of time since I did my last one. I mean, it is tax season for me, super busy, so it's made it a lot harder. We're kind of in that midpoint though. We just got past a deadline, and we're in the middle point before the next big tax deadline, April 15th here in the United States. And so I've got a lot more time in my hands so that we go through some. Now, one of the big things I'm going to have to kind of go with when it comes to these account reviews for those that are posting them out there, because I know the last time I did one, it created a lot more people coming here and posting them. I'm just going to have to start like 3 to 4 days old, because, I mean, it's very hard for me to keep up with these, even when I have time on my hands to do more of them. And, I mean, after it's been a month, a lot of the things you're asking questions about probably already passed at that point, and so they're not as relevant. But I do know we have a lot of viewers that do tend to jump in here and help people out. As we can see here, this one has 28. So a lot of people helping this one out. So don't be afraid to put them in here, but just know, no guarantee. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll get to it, but I will try to do these more often when I have time on my hands. And they're really good for just kind of filling the gap when I don't really have much else for videos to talk about. But with that, let's just go get into it. We're going to start with this one right here. And don't be afraid to make a second post. If I've already basically passed yours off, you could always post another one. I'm not too worried about that. And just know there's no guarantee that I'll get to it. All right. Let's see here. So this first one we got Poll Advice and Trackblazer Potential. Free to play, but thinking about picking up the selectors. If you're willing to spend any money in the game, the first one is monthly pass is just good to have all the time. I consider that like the subscription, like any gacha game, like playing a MMO. And so you don't get the full game until you buy the subscription. But the selectors are what I would consider pretty much the other big. If you're willing to spend any money, they're where you do it. Especially if you're not willing to spend any money anywhere else, as they are a way to quickly top up some cards before that maybe you luck sacked. So definitely, especially now. In the future, you're less likely to luck sack some of the older ones, but because the pool gets so large. But right now, they definitely have massive value. So start at the tail end of the special week speed card. Man, hopefully you have it. Even if you're not going to use it anymore, it's always nice. I'm a collector. I love that I have all these cards, even though I'm never going to use them. I like collecting things. And have the sporadic availability to grind out free SSRs. I do not have a style or Uma preference. I just like building powerful Umas and crushing CMs. You're just like me, except you're not spending a lot of money. But, hey, going for the meta is the way to do it, especially as a free-to-play if you want to win some. And we've seen plenty of people do it on stream. My current concern is my ability to create strong Umas and make a new track. Yes, that is definitely a tough one right now. The stats are there, but getting the right skills and all that, and getting that God run is hard. But what should I pull for, save, to help out for and make a new track, made Umas for future CMs? What should my deck look like for make a new track? Should I get selectors, and where should they go? So what you currently have, we have 42k carrots, 18 rainbow shards. Ooh. Okay, so you're a little bit more casual. I'm guessing you're not always playing? Because I don't know where we at on the shards right now. I don't even know. I know we got our second crystal, but I don't know how close we are to the third. But 18 rainbow shards, 1 gold crystal, 11. Yeah, okay, so you're missing some. So you're not all day, everyday type player. It's fine. Notable Umas. So you got Key to Sun Black, Valentine's Bourbon, Christmas Ogre. And Summer Ruzensky. Right here is your Umas for the next, what, 4? Because it's medium, mild, medium. All 3 of these will be very strong in all of them. So if you just wanted to have really strong ones, you can go full frontrunner. Seiyun Sky, Silent Suzuka, Ogre Cat, Major Odober. Okay. But yeah, you basically have, I forget the term everybody, like the big 3. I seen the meme with the 3 admirals in One Piece are those 3. They're the big ones for a little while. Let's see. Noticeable, my notable SSR supports. MLB, Kita-san Black, Fine Motion. Mihono oh, okay. Yeah, that's the Wit card, because you've been playing since that. Hadu Urara, Yukino Bijin, Marvelous Sunday. Marvelous Sunday. Oh, you're talking the power card. Okay. I was thinking of the SR there. Non-MLB SSRs. 1-star Super Creek, 1-star Biko, 1-star El Condor, 2-star Special Week. Sounds like you lucked out on the rerun banner there. MLB on the SRs. Okay, we don't have to go through all that. Let's look at what you got here. Let's just look out. So, Uma's. I mean, you have, like I said, you have the big three. Kita-san, of course, really good with the long one right now. Mihono Bourbon. Man, I'm loving her right now and how she's performing right there. 2 front runners. Silent Suzuka. I mean, that's the team I'm using. Silent Suzuka to pull them forward. And they kind of help kill off the end closers. And then you just finish strong with one of your front runners here. And that's what you can go with this long. And then, I mean, kind of looking at your others. If you wanted to go end closer, I'm going to guess you have Gold Ship somewhere in there. You can use Gold Ship for an end closer as well. Or anyone, Hishi Amazon too. But that's kind of your makeup for the longs. But I would definitely, for the others, if you just want to go meta with what you have, Christmas Ogre, Summer Mrzensky, and Valentine's Bourbon will be very strong in all of them. To my knowledge, I don't know if there's one specifically that one of them might be bad on, but I'm pretty sure they're all good in all of them. Port cards here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, he didn't finish off Toastin Jordan. That one, oh, that's a good one. I don't know at Limit Break 3. But I actually like this. I've done it on. I've just done a Kita-san Black run with it for the stat stick alone. Really, really nice to have there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Super Creek, man, that kind of sucks. Limit Break 1. If you're gonna have both selectors, I think Super Creek might be the choice. But it's kind of tough, depending. Let me see what the rest of your stuff is. Because you can probably get away without Super Creek on everything outside of the long, depending on how your runs go. Oh yeah, do you have? Yeah, you don't have Nice Nature. I feel like I think front runners are the way to go, especially for what you have. So Speed, Summer Mrzensky as a free-to-play, very big pickup at Limit Break 1. I would look at that. Same thing, potentially, if depending on if you want to run end closers on the miles, mostly. Because the Encroaching Shadow works on a good chunk of them. You have Mr. CB Wit, of course. Those are the 2 big cards. When it comes to the supports, I think the most important one would be Nishino Flower for the Pace Chasers. And so, if and she'll continue to be good. I mean, she's still used to this day in JP. She's the biggest of the pickups. For your Kita-san, if you really want, if you like front runners for longs, of course you have Ballroom at Seiyun Sky, but not as mandatory as say the normal Seiyun Sky for the other ones. Man, I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head. But I feel like your deck, to me, you have Kita-san Black. There's one card. I would not invest in Biko Pegasus at this point. She's very good right now at MLB, but she's going to fall off heavily. The big banner you're wanting to save up for support card-wise is the Light Hello Agnes Tachyon Speed banner. That's going to be a big one you throw on. Depending on, I mean, your luck on that one as well. But yeah, to me, like your core deck, and I'm thinking outside the longs at this point. Right now, you're probably borrowing Super Creek, Kita-san Black, alongside. I think you had it. I mean, you can go with. It depends on your parents too. I really like for the early race. The Marvelous Sunday Power for those early stat sticks, since I would definitely borrow Super Creek, which means you're not going to be able to borrow Fuku or NTR. So get those extra power and stamina from her to help you win. And then you have Super Creek, Kita-san, and then you kind of just fit in your generic. Man, it kind of sucks. Shinko Wendy's not MLB there. Tosin Jordan at Limit Break 3. I don't know. I mean, she's got a good stat stick too. I don't know the really difference there. She might be potential. Wit cards. Of course, you got Fine Motion. Oh, well, you got Marvelous Sunday Wit. Shoot. You can't really use that with the Marvelous Sunday Power. Where's your Agnes Tachyon here? Agnes Tachyon Wit. If you have her in there as your second one. She's 10% race bonus as well. I don't even see her, but playing since day one, I would expect you would have her. You also have as another option for a stamina card. Manhattan Cafe is good. So I think you've got deck choices, but the main thing is trying to go for like that 2 speed, 2 wit, and for like the long 2 stamina, but the mediums and the mediums and the miles 2 power will probably be the go-to. And if you want to go with a guts build, that'll be kind of tough with what you have, in my opinion. You'll have to get a very high roll, but you of course can use Udara, Yukino Bijin, and if you've luck sacked Admire Vega on the current banner with the free pulls, or if you're going to pull on it, I wouldn't. Then you can use that with them, or like Air Groove or something. But yeah, Guts build is very viable, but you will lack a lot of the gold skills, in my opinion. So either way it'll work. I think you're in good shape, and this is a good time to save. I think Nishino, to kind of finish off on yours, man, I have this problem every time I do these. It's like I yap too long on one of them, and I wanted to do 6 of them. But yeah, I think Nishino Flower is like the big pickup, just because she's going to be good all the way through to the current day JP version, and you'll get that one all the way. You can probably skip the other good inherits. Gold Ship Summer also I didn't mention is a good one too for team trials, just because she's very helps with getting points because of her random gold activation regardless of conditions. But yeah, I think you're in really good shape. 42k carats, just continue saving in my opinion. So and you can go off that. I have my priority video that I've made out on it, as well as what other creators have mentioned, and just kind of plan from there. But if you're wanting the meta, it's definitely, to me, Nishino Flower. And then saving for Mr. CB Wit and Summer Mruzensky, and then after that, Light Hello and Agnes Tachyon Speed. All right, we're on to the next one. I need to speed these up. All right, Poll Advice, a Dolphin Spender. All right, let's see what they define as a Dolphin. Conflicted from future pulling, it seems like there's going to be a lot of must-pull cards in the future and need advice. There are going to be, to me, Make a New Track is more Uma, less support. The big two, as I've already mentioned in the last one, Mr. CB Wit, Summer Mruzensky. Advice on a pull plan, mainly run front and end. Well, you got the 2 cards that you need here. And so Mruzensky Speed and Mr. CB Wit will be my rotation. Dolphin Spender, but wouldn't mind spending towards Pity. But ultimately, I would definitely like to avoid that. I did spend towards Pity, Refined Motion, Wit. Yes, I mean, that was a good choice there as a Dolphin Spender. Paid Selector for MLB. I'm wondering if I use the free Selector for MLB Kita-san Black. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me look at your cards first. Yes, almost certainly. Almost certainly that. She's still very strong in Make a New Track. Yes, she loses value because of that race bonus, but she's still very strong. I'm pretty much going to use her whenever I can, just for Professor of Curvature. But let's just double check everything else you have here. Ooh, man, you went all the way to El Condor to Pasa MLB. You just did not get lucky, it looks like, on her rerun banner. Fine Motion. I guess you pulled heavily on Rico banner. Okay, you got MLB Super Creek. Let me see. And the rest are SRs, right? Yeah. So you've got, what, one? You got Kita-san. You'll have Kita-san, Fine Motion, Super Creek. Those are 3. That gives you a lot of flexibility on your borrow. Man, you must have got screwed on Rico like me. 0 limit break, but you have 3 limit break 3 Rice Shower. Man, same problem I had. But yeah, since I would say Mr. CB Wit's a good pickup, just because you're not like the situation I am, where I have also nice nature. And I've got a lot of options in terms of one of the situations when you start getting a lot of your Oh, you have Baksheen. I did not see that. Baksheen SSR too. So you're really flexible in making you track. She's 10% race bonus, I believe, as well. Let me just double check that. Because she's just not as much training effectiveness. Yeah, she's 10% race bonus. So you have Kita-san Black, Baksheen, Fine Motion, Super Creek right now, but maybe less so for the medium and mile. And then you can fit in a couple of your SRs there. And so, yeah, I think Mr. CB Wit, depending on how much you spend, because I don't think you say how much you spend here. But, yeah, you just say Dolphin. To me, Summer Maruzensky's the better of the two, but it comes after Mr. CB Wit. I would pull for at least Limit Break 1 on both of them. But really make sure that you're going to be safe to pull for Light Hello and Agnes Tachyon Speed. I feel like that's the better investment, personally. Well, a really lucky Dolphin? I wouldn't say that. They just timed their pulls right. I mean, it depends on what you call a Dolphin. I mean, some might define me as a Dolphin, and I have a way better deck than them. Because I haven't had to spend much. I mean, so I'm not at crazy amounts of spending yet. To me, a whale is someone like spending like at least $500 to $600 a month, or $500 to $1,000 a month. And I'm not even close to that. I haven't had to spend a lot at all lately, but I've been getting lucky too. So, but yeah, I think you're kind of on the track there. I think Mr. CB and Summer Maruzensky, you're not like over, because the one time where you can kind of skip is kind of my situation. Plan out your future CMs to a certain extent. What Umas are you wanting to use on those? And then, okay, what is the deck I'm going to use for that? In my scenario, I like end closers, but I'm really only using them on the longs. And so everything else is mostly front runner for me. And because I know what my decks are pretty much going to be on the next longs, I know that Mr. CB Wit I can skip because I have my deck planned out with Mr. CB being my borrow for them. And so, yours looks like you could definitely use both of them, though. Your cards are not as strong as mine in that sense. So I think you can go for both of them. Just make sure, depending on your spending, that you are saving some back for the Agnes Tachyon Speed Light Hello banner. All right, on to the next one. I am going crazy here. Okay. Oh, let's disable that so I can see the name here. All right, Dalagante. I'm a front main, but would like to round out my options. I have a half anniversary voucher and both paid, and so you're smart like me and held on to it to see what your situation is. We have value out of it. Really good situation to be in, because you effectively, any of the cards that came out for that half anniversary, you can get 3 hits on it now. Plus 2 rainbow crystals. Me, hold on to those as long as you can. I am thinking MLB Super Creek with half anniversary after NTR free pulls are done, and TM Opera O New Year's on the Uma voucher. I have no idea what to use the other SSR voucher, so I'm guessing you have Limit Break 3 there. Legends Race, I should be able to get Tokai Teo 8-star pieces needed. Nice. McQueen at 22 needed. Opera O, 88 pieces needed. All SR, okay. As for poll plan, SSR, Maruzensky, Mr. CB, and Little Hello. Little Hello. Yep. I am not sure what Umas I should pull for, if there are any other SSRs. What are my backup? Okay. What are my backups? Should I half anniversary voucher? I pull a Super Creek on free pulls. You're kind of in the same situation as me with Fine Motion. NTR. Oh, I will be finishing MLBing NTR once free pulls are done. Not sure how many crystals. Yeah. Let's see what your deck is then. Okay. This is... Okay, see, you can see the difference when someone says they're a dolphin versus whale. I believe this person's a dolphin. I believe this person is a whale. Just a quick look. This one's not a dolphin. Just at a glance here, almost. Just on this first page, I'm like, holy hell. So you've got a lot of cards here. So you've got Ogre Cat, Power MLB, El Condor Pasa MLB, Rice Shower MLB, Buku MLB, Kitasan Black MLB, Rico MLB, Super Creek about to be MLB, almost MLB Speed Suzuka. What else you got here? I'm going to tell you, skip NTR, man. Skip NTR. Oh, never mind. You got her at Limit Break 3 already. Okay, go ahead and MLB her. Go ahead and MLB. Go ahead and pull an MLB her. You got that on your free pulls? Tizuna at Limit Break 3. Okay, and these are, I guess, are the lower ones. You didn't pull on, man, you got all those other cards and didn't pull on Biko? Yeah, okay, so what else should you use them on? Yeah, you are in really good shape. You're kind of in a situation that I'm in where it's really hard to decide where to put them. Man, you don't have Ines Fujin. Ines Fujin would be one of them to me. Man, I'm trying to think of which one of these could get the most value out of it from them. But yeah, you are kind of in that pickle because they're going to lose their value really quickly for you because you're willing to spend. Because yeah, these are all MLB. Yeah, you are kind of weird because you're probably not using Boxsheen anymore. You're not going to use Silent Suzuka's Speed. I mean, everything else here is MLB. I mean, the amount you're spending, you just have them and don't use them, I guess. That might be I'm holding on to them, and I might end up holding on to them forever because I just won't need them. I mean, depending on your parent runs, maybe you could use them on Smart Falcon to get her a little bit stronger for parent runs, which I think could be more useful now in Make a New Track because parent runs for me, I'm having to borrow her versus using my own because having your own, at mine's Limit Break 0. And she's just trash. You're really trying to shoot to get that SS on your parent runs. So if you're farming out groundwork, topping her up can make it where she's way more usable as an actual card, and then you can borrow something better for your parent run. So maybe Smart Falcon might be an option for you. But you're set, man. You're set. I mean, save your crystals. You're spending enough. Save those crystals when you have an unbalanced pull on a double good banner. So, Light Hello, Agnes Tachyon Speed. If you pull like 5 copies of Light Hello and 0 copies of Agnes Tachyon Speed, and you want to MLB her, rather than keep pulling on that banner and getting more copies of MLB, a card that you already have MLB with Light Hello, you can use the crystals to top her up. Now, I don't think that one's the best one to do it, but that's just kind of the thought process. I plan to save my crystals probably until we start getting into the really strong double ones to me, which is when El Condor Pasa Speed and the PAL card drop, because I want to MLB both of those. And then I want to MLB Orfever Guts and whatever the PAL card that's attached to that one. Same thing with Nishino Power and her PAL card. Tons of them are like that, and to me, for people spending like this, you save the crystals to help top off whatever card you get less of in that double good banner. But yeah, that's my thoughts on yours. You're good to go. I mean, you're doing plenty fine there. So, yeah. So we have 2 people that call themselves dolphins with vastly different accounts. I wouldn't call this person a dolphin. This person is close to either a whale or stupidly lucky as a dolphin. All right, advice and suggestions. I ended up using the 0.5 Selector on Fine Motion and wasted an SR Crystal on Scarlet Wit. I also kind of want to trying to pull Kita-san Black, but I feel I would need to try and swipe to get Pity. Oh, you're talking about the Uma. For some reason, I was thinking support card there. Kita-san Black, swipe to get Pity. Also, not sure I want to do with take my account to... I could keep investing in Frontrunner, and I already have, but I kind of want to switch to Pace or Late Strat. Eventually save up for Oshi, Still in Love. Well, guess what? I would, in your situation, you want to eventually change it up. Well, the nice thing is, eventually the game's going to want you to change it up to Pace and Late down the line. I would say, since you have invested in Frontrunner, stick with them for now. They're going to continue to be strong for League of Heroes. So build yourself up to be strong for League of Heroes. And then as the meta shifts more into that Pace and Late, that's when you can kind of shift, in my opinion, depending on how you're set up here. What do we see here? And do you even say... You don't really say your spending limit, but we can kind of get an idea by your cards. Super Creek MLB, Biko MLB. Man, you're like me, Bakshin. You got screwed on the Bakshin and your Biko pulls, I'm guessing. Which is good. I mean, Biko's better. So, where's Kita-san Black in here? Kita-san Black MLB. Admire. Ooh, man, you got one copy of her. Depending on how much you're willing to spend, just skip. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Guts build with her if you don't let it ruin your account. It's my opinion. It's that Tono Diamond. Yeah, you're definitely not a heavy spender. You're a smart. If you're spending / free to play, you're being smart with your pulls. I feel like you might probably be spending. Oh yeah, Fine Motion as well. Yeah, I think you're sitting in a pretty good situation. Yeah, you're not talking. I think you already you may have either used the paid selector already, or you haven't really planned for it since you don't mention it here. But I would continue on with front runners. They're going to be good, very good for League of Heroes. And then just let the game naturally switch you over to Pace and Late, because that's kind of how it's going to go over time. And you will eventually want to switch there for meta reasons. So, that's how it's going. And Still in Love is when Lates are strong. So your Oshi will be good in her position when she comes out. So overall, pretty good. I just let the game push you in that direction versus trying to force it right now. Especially if you really care about trying to be very competitive in the Champions meetings. Of course, if you have a favorite and you want to use them, and that's going to be fun for you, go ahead and switch. Nishino Flower is going to be a big pickup. Just kind of mentioning it here. For Pace, go ahead and go for Nishino Flower. And I didn't really look at your Umas here. You got, yeah. No, wait. Summer Ruzensky, that you have Mihono Bourbon Valentine's. Yep. You have the big three for Make a New Track. So you're sitting in really good position. If you have any of the others you want to kind of throw in there that you have, you should be able to make them work. But Nishino Flower valid for late surgers. All right, we got a JP player saying she's even valid for late surgers. Sounds good. But so very good Uma, still relevant today. I think that's the big one you want to pick up for going into the future here. Okay, next one we have here. Nice Nature / Fuku or Current Chance. Selector advice based on pull plan and game plan for CMs. Oh, okay, your selector advice. Okay. I have the big three MLB, Creek, Kita, Fine Motion. I have 2 crystal, bought a selector. Don't automatically, I'm going to say you have the big 3, don't touch the crystals. Bought a selector yesterday, broke free-to-play status. Hey, if there's anything to break it on, it's that. But if you're now showing that you're willing to spend on the selectors, I would definitely get the monthly. The monthly is huge value in comparison to pretty much everything else, including, I'd have to do the math on it. I'd say it may be potentially even better than the selectors. to a certain extent, especially as we get farther and farther into the future. And it gets harder for them, depending on your luck, to get value because you're not going to luck sack random SSRs as often because the pool's going to get so large. But and I'll be getting a Selector. Yeah, the free one, of course. If I want to MLB, one of these cards that I have a 0 limit break. I'm guessing you're talking about using our crystals. Don't do that. Would not be bad for increasing my strength level, I think. I'm currently confused between Kurin-chan, Nice Nature, or Fuku Kotaro SSR. All of them seem good to MLB and have their pros and cons. I've asked a lot of people on what they think. Mainly recommended either Nice Nature or Fuku. I would like to know what you think and why. Don't use the crystal. You're sitting really good already with these. Crystals are really, to me, the crystals, especially if you're, I mean, you're saying broke free-to-play status too. Therefore, when you're in that desperate, I got royally screwed situation, hey, I just pulled on Romanu or whatever, Major Romanu, and I got royally screwed. I had to do 200 or 400 pulls and only got 2 copies of her. But I got 5 crystals saved up. Bam, MLB. There we go. Those are me. To me, that's my opinion in crystals. I would not use them in the non-meta ones. But that's my personal opinion there. I'm an Oshi player. My main Oshis are Suzuka, Hida, Grass, Admire Vega, and Chiono. They're a bit varied. Hey, no problem there. It kind of sucks with Suzuka. I was really hoping we would have seen evolutions come early. Because Suzuka would have been, I think, really fun to play as a frontrunner with her evolutions to concentration when there is no great escapes. But sadly, we didn't get it. Yeah, you've got some good choices there, though. So far, ran Suzuka every CM with the exception of Taurus, because I didn't have her back then. Would love your thoughts. All right, let's see what you got here. Fine Motion, you have the all-important Mihono Bourbon Wit for your frontrunner there. Super Creek MLB. Man, for free to play, do you pulled on the Super Creek banner? Oh yeah, you already said that. So, I mean, you were either lucky when you pulled on that banner, or you've just luck sacked in other pulls. You pulled on Fine Motion, you got Kawakami Princess MLB. Rice Shower MLB. I'm guessing, do you have... Where is... I'm guessing you pulled on Rico. Or did you just not get any copies of Rico when you just decided to MLB Rice Shower Power here? Yeah, MLB, yeah, that's always possible, definitely. I've gotten 2 copies of her off banner. Especially when the pool's been smaller. It'll be a lot harder down the line. Oh, you're going by what type it is. Oh, here's your pal. Okay, there she is. You have pal cards here. You don't need to go crazy. I'm trying to think of where to put the selectors. You're kind of in that awkward switch. I will say you're in that awkward situation of you don't really have anything good to use your selectors on without having to use your rainbow crystals. Based on these cards you have, none of them are like Limit Break 2. Like, I would say Ines Fujin. If you had like Limit Break 2 of her, use the selectors right there. I mean, Kurin-chan, I don't know her at Limit Break 2. Nice Nature, I'm pretty sure, is not really good. Kind of in that little awkward situation. I would personally just hold on to them and don't waste the crystals, is my advice. You're strong right now as it is. It sucks. You got these selectors that you can throw on a card that you can immediately upgrade. And potentially, if you don't do it now, you might feel like, well, I'm never going to use them because they're going to get power crept quickly, potentially. And I mean, that's the situation you're kind of in. And it's the reason it sucks is because you have very strong cards right now. You're in a good position. And I would save these for when you get royally screwed. I mean, you're saying you were free to play. I'm guessing you're going to stay a light spender. The crystals are going to keep your wallet safe. Potentially in the future. And I would not blow them just to get a small enhancement, because now you can use Kurin-chan Wit alongside her, or Nice Nature Wit for one scenario. But yeah, I would say you're kind of in an awkward situation for the selectors, and I personally would just accept that I can't currently use them. But maybe when you pull on, say, Mr. CB Wit or Sumamusume Zensky, you luck sack a couple of these cards that maybe you can get some value out of there then. But I would just hold on to them now. No stopping me, Wit. I thought is Yukino in here? I mean, if you want to go over, to me, it's not really worth it. But if you need no stopping me for a run, you could throw one for Yukino Wit to get no stopping me. She's valid at 0 limit break, but she's in a similar situation. I would say even worse. She's even worse than a stat stick than Mihono Bourbon Wit. So, and I mean, you have your Wit cards for your Silent Suzuka right here. So Curran-chan and Nice Nature to me are kind of out of the question to really even want to think about, because you're going to use these two. And so, yeah, that's kind of my advice for yours. I mean, I know it sucks. I'm kind of in a slightly similar situation, but I do have cards that I've got higher dupes of that are potentials for mine. But just don't waste the crystals. They're going to be a lot more valuable later for when you get screwed on a card and you can just top it off. In the future, if you have like 5 or 6 of them still hanging around. But that's kind of my thoughts there. I know it's not probably the best answer, but that is my thoughts on it. They have no air shocker? Yeah, don't do that. I mean, oh wait, okay. There is, okay, that kind of gives me an idea. Not air shocker though. You don't have Smart Falcon or Guts Boxin, but I wouldn't do it for them yet, because it really sucks using them at Limit Break 0 and make a new track. But if you want to ever grind parents out, maybe for trying to get Ignited Wit or Speed, and you of course want guaranteed groundwork, Limit Break 0 Smart Falcon can get you that groundwork. You just won't, to me, it really sucks in making you, it works in making you track, you're just going to struggle on the stats for trying to get that SS. So I could say some of your options for the selectors are, yeah, of course, Smart Falcon. I guess you could say Air Shocker for Straightaway Spurt, but maybe that's your options there. But I definitely wouldn't waste it where you have to use the crystals. That's kind of my thought there. Okay, some feedback on this one. All right, Maru and Agnes are my favorite characters. And they get screwed by their own support cards here coming up. At least Agnes Tachyon will be good in Grand Live in the fact that she's a Link character when you use her. But favorite character, I have 44,000 carats and don't plan on playing again until the Agnes Tachyon speed. Oh, okay, well, you're planning on getting it. Okay. If I don't get baited by Maru's speed, wondering what I should use my selectors and MLB crystals on. I started the game in January, so currently have 19. Okay. I don't know. Did they give a free crystal to new players, or did they just miss the free one outright? I don't even know how that works. I'm guessing you're just about to get one. I don't know whether I should use both my selectors and crystals on Kita-san Black or not. Oh yeah, you are fairly new. Yeah, starting in January. Super. Where's your? Did you pull heavily on Find Motion? I'm guessing, hopefully. Okay, you got Find Motion MLB. You're good there. You got Marvelous Sunday MLB. I'm gonna say you got Shinko Windy MLB. Oh man, you didn't get don't waste them on her. I'm just saying you didn't get lucky there, but Kita-san Black is kind of looking like the choice, I think, but you're only gonna have 1 crystal, 2 SSRs. Limit Break 3 is, to me, because you're losing a lot of special priority between Limit Break 3 and Limit Break 4. Yeah, I mean, you're already pretty set with Tosin and Windy for making you track. I almost want to say you hold off and see if you luck sack a Kita-san on one of your future banners. Like, maybe you luck sack something that will help that decision. Maybe you luck sack some Super Creeks and then you MLB her with the Selectors. Because to me, Limit Break 3 is not going to be where it's at. And so just save that crystal. You're perfectly strong enough to make viable ones and make a new track, which with what you have here. Oh, wait, you have... Oh! I didn't see this one. Mayano speed, right here. Bam! You're solid. Don't worry about Kita-san Black for now. She's the second best stat stick on speed for now. I mean, if you really wanted to, I think you could... well, after that, you could probably use her, borrow Kita-san. Got Fine Motion. Where's your other Wit cards? Borrow Fine Motion. Use Marvelous Sunday. Where's your power cards? So, I'm guessing you probably re-rolled starting in January. Does that mean you re-rolled on her? I'm guessing you did. Oh, you have Nishino Flower and Marvelous Sunday. Yeah, you're good. Don't worry about dumping on Kita-san Black yet. I wouldn't worry about that unless you luck sack some copies. Yeah, I said borrow Kita-san. If you borrow a speed, Kita-san can be the borrow. To get a really strong one, you have Mayano with that. I mean, you have a lot of options. Your cards are looking pretty good for being fairly new. So, yeah. She's the best, second best there. You don't show your Umas here. But yeah, I feel like you hold on to them and wait till you luck sack something on a future pull. So polling for, depending on what your favorites are, you don't really mention, Mr. CB Wit, Summer Maruzensky. Maybe you luck sack a Kita-san, MLB her. Maybe you luck sack a Super Creek, you MLB her. But for now, hold on to them and wait till that situation arises so that you can get immediate value out of them. I mean, maybe you luck sack 2 copies and you're able to continue to save that rainbow crystal when you get it. Because, like I was just mentioning on the last one, those have immense value. And right now, you're in good shape for making a new track. Even being a new player from January, you have everything you need for a deck. So all you need is the parents, and of course the Uma, and you can build a strong one. So don't go wasting them just because you have them. Don't let it... Yes, there's always a situation that you never end up using them, potentially. But if you're not going to get that immediate value out of them, and it has a longer term value, it's worth the risk that you never use them, in my opinion. Similar to the other person's, as much as it sucks. Because I don't feel like you get immediate value on any of the cards you use it on right now. So that's just my thoughts on it. Alright, next one, Semi-Whale. Ooh, let's see how this Semi-Whale compares to the Dolphin down here. I have a run stuck where I should apply my SSR Selector ticket if I should pull for NTR. I currently have 1 copy of NTR, 1 copy of Guts. Depending on the rest of my free pulls, I could pull in this banner while having 40k carrots. I could use 1 SSR ticket, Smart Falcon. To play, is that going to MLB her, I'm guessing? I could potentially dump both into Muteki Power, excellent hints, 10% race bonus, potential, yeah. Could do the same for Pasa Power. Yeah, that one's kind of tricky. They both have pretty good value. I mean, you could almost MLB one of them and then use the other one, I think, for mediums. Whole plans get Maruzensky speed and save for Agnes Tachyon Light Hello. Okay. Kawakami Princess, Biko Pegasus, Kita-san, Black. Okay, so you're going the NTR route, basically, if you pull on her. So you skipped Fuku. Super Creek. Rice Shower Power, which is kind of dead. Oh, yeah, Limit Break 2, El Condor de Pasa. You got Limit Break 2. Okay, so this is one where they're in a better situation as a spender. In that they actually have where they can get immediate value out of it. Now, I don't know if you want to use... You're going to use either of these on long. Hold on to them until you need to use that card. Because you got Fine Motion, Nice Nature. I mean, if you really... I'm trying to think of gut deck here. You luck sacked one of her. Smart Falcon, what is she at? I don't... I'd have to see what she is at Limit Break 3. Definitely not really her. She's more of a parent card, and I'm pretty sure she's in good shape at Limit Break 3 as a parent card. Let me see. Let me see. What do you get out of it? What are you missing by not having that? Smart Balcon, Limit Break 3. So you do have 5% race bonus. The big thing you're losing out on is 5% race bonus, it looks like. Nothing else changes much. Do not do it on don't do it on Smart Falcon. She's already strong enough as your parent card. The big thing was hitting Limit Break 3 for getting at least that 5% bonus. So, yeah, don't worry about that. I think I agree with the person down here. I think Muteki, but I don't think you're going to use Muteki until the mediums. So don't use them until you have a plan to actually use her actively in an ace run, or even potentially a parent run. But yeah, I think she's the better one to go with over El Condor Pasa. Because you could always just borrow the other one too, double whammy on your 2 power cards. Because you already have everything else. You have Kita-san Black. If you pull NTR, you'll have NTR. You have Nice Nature. You have Fine Motion. So you use your 2 power cards, whichever the Muteki to MLB, and then you can borrow her for the medium. And for the mile, I mean, you'll have other options. Plus, you'll have the Guts build ready to go too if you want to do a Guts build. So, yeah, I think Muteki power is probably your best choice, but don't do it until you're ready to actually use her. So, but your Smart Falcon's good to go. Don't even worry about wasting it on her. She's a parent card. She's not going to provide enough stats for you compared to these. Just get good parents for your groundwork hit. Okay, 2 more to go. All right. This is going to be a long, man. We got 2 big long videos coming out tomorrow. Don't know what to spend selectors on. We got Light Spenders started playing in December. I have 71k carats saved up in an SSR selector. Rainbow Crystal, Gold Crystal. Want a main Pace Chaser. Well, I don't know what I should do with my current selector and upcoming free selector. Currently thinking of the options Kita-san Black, Super Creek. Okay, we got to see the rest of your cards before you do that. Plus Crystal or Bakshi. To me, Super Creek, not as valuable after the long, because you should be able to hit your stamina breakpoints without her, depending on the rest of your cards. Or Bakshi. Nah, not Bakshi. Do not waste it on Bakshi. If you don't have Kita-san Black, don't waste it on Bakshi. Unless you're thinking of MLBing her. Don't know if I should pull NTR, Admire Vega. I don't know. You're not saying if you're a free to play or not. Don't know if I should pull or I do plan to pull Nishino Flower. Good choice. But besides that, don't have anything planned till Agnes Takia and Light Hello. Now, you're saying you main Pace Chaser. I don't know if that means you do nothing but Pace Chasers, or do you mix it up with front runners and stuff. But let's look at your Umas here. You got some, I don't know if some of these are just luck sacks. You started in December. Okay, so you just got a luck sack on her as well. You got New Year's here. Got Christmas Ogre Cap. Okay, so it looks like you are kind of going all in on them, I guess, because I'm guessing I don't see Maruzensky, so I'm guessing you don't like front runner. So yeah, you pretty after Nishino Flower, you're pretty safe to save for a while. Let's look at your support cards now. We got Fine Motion. Yeah, don't waste on Biko. Don't waste on her. You have too many other good options with Kita-san, Super Creek. Don't use it on these ones either and waste the crystal to make them limit break 3. You kind of like you're in the situation with a lot of the others. But man, you're not going to be pulling on a support card banner for a while. It is a very tricky situation. What are your speed options here? Okay, so you have Toast and Jordan. There's one. What's your SR? Shinko Windy is not. You have Marvelous Sunday MLB. You have Agnes Tachia and well, you have Fine Motion, so you don't have to worry about that. Boxing Speed. I mean, man, not having MLB, Kitasan, and Super Creek really makes me want to put it into them. But taking them to Limit Break 3, both of them, yeah, they're usable, but man, you're losing a lot of special priority on her, and that friendship is very big in making you track. It's kind of a tough decision on that one. But those are the two that I would have to say. Super Creek less so, because she loses her value, in my opinion, after the long. So if you're going to dump into anything, it'd be Kitasan Black. But man, I mean, it'd be Limit Break 3. But I think it makes sense to a certain extent, because you're really focusing on paces, and I'm going to guess you're skipping Mr. CB Wits and Summer Maruzensky if you're going all in on pace. And so maybe it might be worth it, because you're not going to be pulling for support cards for quite a while. And then, I mean, of course, you're going to pull heavily. By all that saving, you're going to be able to pull heavily on the Agnes Tachyon and Agnes Tachyon Speed and Light Hello banner. So, and did you say anything? I feel like NTR, I mean, it looks like you lucked out one. I would save. I mean, she'd be good. I don't know. I feel like you can really save. Because you have enough to work with. I almost feel like you could. What does Kitasan Black look like? Let me just double check her at Limit Break 3. Just to make sure I'm saying that right. It's just special priority is the main thing you're missing out a lot on. Which, ultimately, she doesn't like to show up anyway. Oh yeah, you're losing 40 special priority. That is the big loss. So, Limit Break 3, Kitasan basically makes her similar to, like, Shinko Windy in terms of special priority. Yeah, I feel like that's the option. I mean, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Yeah, special priority is a myth. I feel like that is your option. I think get yourself that she's going to bring you, she will potentially bring you immediate value. You still have the 5% race bonus. Almost everything else is the same. It's that big loss in special priority. So you can pair her with Tosin Jordan. You have Fine Motion. So now you have 3 of your cards. You have Marvelous Sunday for a 4th. That gives you that flexible borrow on the 5th. And then, of course, depending on your needs, one of your other SRs that you can kind of slot in there. I mean, because you have a decent amount of them at MLB to find some value. I don't know about this card. I don't know how good Vodka Speed is. But I feel like Kitasan Black might be your best option. And I think you can get immediate value, although lower special priority hurts her, but she's still going to be a lot stronger than the other ones. She's basically like the other Speeds cards with lower special priority, but she's got Professor of Curvature. Yeah. Yeah, it's better than having nothing, because you're now having access to a good card that has Professor of Curvature. So, yeah, that is my choice there. And you'll be in good shape. Just stockpile. You're sitting really good. Just because you have a lot of carrots, don't feel like you have to spend them. Stockpile them while you can, because you're going to get hammered later. Okay, yeah, and someone just put the math in here. The difference is it goes from 32.4% chance to land on speed to 27.2%. There you go. That's my advice there. All right. Should I pull Summer Maruzensky Speed? I don't know I don't know what to do in Grand Live scenario, because my stupid little creature Tachyon will become good card. So I need something about her. I'm guessing she's an Oshi, and now you got to use the support card. Is what you're saying? Started playing from the first Kitasan banner and grabbed MLB in 200 pulls. Congratulations. I got her in 280. I prefer to play Uma's, which I like. Okay, so you're an Oshi gamer. Good. So support cards, very important. Very, very important for Oshi players. Because if you want to make that and Oshi inherits. So you have a favorite. You want to get the very good inherits to make them good as well. I prefer playing Uma. Oh wait, I like characters from the movie, third season. I've not watched all of them, so I can't know all of them. And Cinderella Grey plus some of only in-game Umas. Help with card decision. I mean, if you have Oshis and you want your Oshis as support cards, you're kind of screwed because you really just want to have the meta support cards with your Oshi Uma to make them as strong as you can get. I grabbed Sky for a paid ticket. Currently have paid ticket plus card. Paid ticket for card plus crystal. Done way more pulls in Uma banners than I should. Okay, yeah, you're one of those. That's fine. You got lucky on Kita-san Black, so I guess it afforded you that a little bit. Little Spender, daily pack plus Selector sometime paid banners. Some story. I was punished for my luck on Umas during the X-Ogre banner. 200 pulls. Okay, yeah, you had a pity there. I mean, that's normal. That's like half the time you should see that. But I was very lucky to get 2 plus 1 5 motions and 231. Okay. Now I throwed 110 pulls on NTR for MLB, Vega, and Goddard. You got lucky. I tell most people to skip it, but you got lucky there. I'll also do paid banners in the third-party anniversary. Yeah, okay. So I need your advice. What should I pull next? And you kind of mentioned... What is your Umas? Did you mention the Umas one? I mean, you just mentioned your favorites. So Cinderella Grey, of course. Ogre, what? Tamamo Cross. People in chat can tell me your favorites. Because I don't... Or who would be the favorites from third season in Cinderella Grey? I mean, I know Ogre Cat, Tamamo Cross. Kita-san Black, right? Third season's Kita-san Black, Santono Diamond, right? I don't know them all. I was punished for my... Oh, wait. Okay. So, let's see what you got. Support card. Well, let's look at your Umas first. Might give me a hint. Got some Ruzenchi, Fuji, Kiseki, Ugly Cap, Sayun Sky, Karan Chan. I'm guessing. Okay, so you're pulling some decent ones of the metas. Narita Bryan, Rudolph. Okay, I'm not seeing Kita-san here. I see that makes it a little harder to know because isn't season 3 Kita-san, right? Kita-san, Tamamo, NTR, Vega, Agnes, Cafe, Dodo, Pocket, Flame from movie. Okay. Well, let's just look at the support cards. That'll probably help me a little bit on this one. Mihono Bourbon Wit, Super Creek, almost MLB, Fine Motion, 2 away from MLB. Kita-san, you said you have MLB. I don't see it here. Probably blind. Oh, no, there she is. Yeah, you definitely pulled Umas for sure. It looks like you just pulled on the meta choices and then everything else on Umas. Lots of pace and late. Okay. Well, yeah, that's kind of tough. Nishino Flower. Hey, you get to pull another Uma. Nishino Flower, one I've said for a lot of them. A very good inherit for your paces and lates. Apparently, I didn't realize that, but Tanoki says potentially lates when lates are very popular, and I'm gonna guess it's when lates become very popular. And if you have a very strong late surger, you actually screw yourself because they move too far forward. And then maybe Nishino Flower saves you in those situations. I don't know all the details on that, but definitely Nishino Flower. I guess I think Summer Ruzenski Speed. If you do any frontrunner Summer Ruzenski Speed, end closers. I mean, it's kind of tricky. What do you have? I mean, you're mostly free to play to an extent. I think you're in pretty good shape right now. And we have, of course, the free ones that you've been getting to kind of cover you. You have the selectors. I don't know if you're saying you used them yet. Paid ticket. So you haven't used it yet. I feel like Fine Motion's the choice. I mean, you could top up Super Creek. I've been using Limit Break 3 Fine Motion with no problem. To me, Super Creek would be the bigger one that MLB has the bigger advantage, but I mean, after the long, I don't know how much you're going to use her depending on what you're going to want to go with. But Fine Motion, I feel like you're only losing 2 race bonus and a little bit of stuff on her at Limit Break 3, so you could use one to top up here. But, yeah, wait through your free pulls to finish, of course. And, of course, you're going to do the paid tickets and all that. I would not use your crystal, though. Definitely save your crystal. I think you're in too good of shape to waste it here. And, yeah, just save. Depending on what you want, end closers, Mr. CB Witt, front runner, Summer Mruzensky. Else, I would say Pulver and Ashino Flower for your paces. And then save that Light Hello Agnes Tachyon speed. So you can be very strong and grand live. You're already in good shape for Trackblazer, so I wouldn't worry too much. You prefer MLB Fine Motion more than MLB Creek? Or plus Limit Break 3? I'm kind of confused there. I'm guessing you're saying you prefer it the other way around. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. I would just not... To me, I don't want to waste... I mean, they're already in Limit Break 3 here. So, I guess, yeah, they could just top up Fine Motion to MLB. Because you're not going to use Super Creek as much. But, man, that friendship hit... I remember, I had Limit Break 3 Super Creek. And trying to get her to max friendship, especially now when you're racing a lot, is going to be brutal. But I think you can get away without using her in a lot of the upcoming... she's still very usable, but I'd rather go power cards. Like, you can use Marvelous Sunday Power and one of your SRs that you have in good shape. You don't show the SRs. Like Nishino Flower Power, potentially, and still get enough stamina on a run. But, so, definitely more value in Fine Motion. But I feel like if you're going to use Super Creek, I would want her at MLB and her at Limit Break 3. But I get the argument either way. But don't use your crystal. Don't MLB both of them, wasting that crystal. And that's my opinion there. Save it for, especially since you're not a spender or a heavy spender, I can tell you. You're buying the value stuff. You're not going above and beyond to MLB stuff or get all your Umas. So... yeah, save the crystal, get yourself in shape to use these cards, and you're good. Just save up, get Nishino Flower, and save up for Agnes Tachyon, Speed, and Light Hello. And depending on your favorites, if you need Summer Mruzensky or Mr. CB Witt, those are your other 2 big pickups of this one. And that is it for the account review. I don't think there's any more, right? No one added a new one, right? I don't know if I have to refresh it or not. Or there's 3 new ones already. Okay. We'll save them. Maybe we'll do those tomorrow. We'll give time for it to build up. Because, yeah, this is already a long enough video. That is my account review for today. And now you can know why I just have to select, like, the last batch in the last 4 days. And then there's no way I can get through all of these. So, hopefully you get some help. If not, just post in here again at some point. Don't post like every day. Please don't do that. Because if I do catch spamming in here, I will have to kind of start deleting them and let you know not to do that. But I'd say maybe you can post in here like once every week or 2. But that'll be pretty much it for my account reviews today. We'll see if I can hopefully maybe do some more tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for now. And if you like my content, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.